Beginning farmers face some big challenges today, like access to land, good credit options, training, education, and fair access to markets. Despite these obstacles, opportunities still exist in agriculture today. For instance, there's more farmers in Minnesota than there were 10 years ago, and not many other states can say that. So if we're serious about building a sustainable agriculture system, it greatly depends on our ability to get new farmers started. We're here in Dayton, Minnesota with two new farmers, Karla and Elizabeth Millard of Bossy Acres Farm. Karla and Elizabeth are two new farmers currently enrolled in LSP's new farmer training program, Farm Beginnings. Thanks for letting us visit your farm today. Karla, could you tell us a little bit about Bossy Acres?
Yeah, Bossy Acres is a small farm, starter farm. It's just here 2 acres on rented land here in Dayton. We're actually renting from a former Farm Beginnings graduate, and we're very excited to do that. We're going to be building a small farm here that focuses on feeding our community through a small CSA program, and then as well as farmers markets, and then we also sell some gourmet greens and that type of thing for local restaurants and cafes.
Can you tell us a little bit why you decided to get started farming?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, it's just a focus on community and knowing what's in our food and being able to have a little bit of self-sufficiency and self-sustainability, and just kind of doing our part to feed our community. And as more and more food allergies occur and people have less control over their food and what's going on, this just kind of brings it back to the basics and being able to make sure that we do have control over our food and how it's grown. And so we want to do that and take part.
Elizabeth, can you tell us a little bit about why you and Karla decided to enroll in the Farm Beginnings course?
Yeah, absolutely. We, like Karla had said, we're really devoted to community and food and nutrition, and we had a lot of excitement about the farm, but we didn't have a lot of resources and tools in place and structure. And one thing that was very exciting about Farm Beginnings is that it would give us all of that, and it would give us advice and a network, and we felt like it would just give us such a wonderful start to what we really want to do.
So you guys have just started Bossy Acres Farm. Can you tell us a little bit more about what your vision is for the future of your farm?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, just focusing on the new season, which is next year. Right now we're growing overwintering crops, and so excited about our first full season for next year. But the long-term vision and why we especially signed up for Farm Beginnings is to have our own farm. Right now we're renting, like we said, the 2 acres, but we aspire to have our own farm, focus on organic, good veggies, as well as herbs and wildflowers, but also expand into some pastured pork and dairy goats and that sort of thing. So Farm Beginnings is where it's starting for us, and we hope it works. What you're looking at here is we have 9 beds that have been hoop covered. So basically what we have going on here is overwintering crops, and these are 4-foot by 150 foot beds that we've made. And then we've made our own hoops here using 9 gauge galvanized steel, and then using some freeze grade row covering. So it still allows 85% light transmission, and it's still porous, so you're able to get some of that moisture in here, but hopefully protect those little plants a little bit longer than if we didn't have those hoops on there. So that's what you see there. And then this way we have more of our beds that are prepped for next spring. They're cover cropped right now, but we are in desperate need of some rain. So they're not growing quite as quickly as we'd like, but it's basically been cover cropped with some winter wheat and peas. And then we have about 1,000 cloves of garlic that has been planted and mulched. And so we're just gearing up for the winter and hoping for a great spring.
It's not easy to get started farming, but new farmers don't have to go it alone. There are things we can do to help get the next generation of farmers on the land successfully and sustainably. One thing you can do is support the beginning farmer legislation that's being introduced in the U.S. Congress. The Land Stewardship Project is a leader in Minnesota and nationally in getting new farmers started. Donate to the Land Stewardship Project and you'll be helping to get the next generation of farmers started today.